Greetings, fellow men of culture. As always, I'm broadcasting live from the peak of Thundercock Mountain. In the history of video games, there may be no series as storied as Grand Theft Auto, at least in terms of its presence in mainstream pop culture. Overzealous, pearl-clutching Karens and out-of-touch politicians would spend years trying to get the series banned from sale, all because San Andreas had a mod where you could poop on your girlfriend's chest. These people were all pretending like they weren't doing that in real life anyway. The only difference is the in-game girlfriend didn't rub their nose in it afterwards. Since the third entry in the series, the first to be fully 3D, the series has been a cash cow. The fifth game in this series is the second best-selling video game of all time, second only to Minecraft. It still continues to sell roughly 5 million copies every quarter to this day. Really quick, I want to thank this video's sponsors, my channel members. I appreciate your belief in the channel. Every one of you are welcome upon the pointy tip of Thundercock Mountain anytime. I've also had a t-shirt design commissioned, no AI involved, drawn by the world's strongest Indonesian man. If you want to support the channel and get a cool shirt at the same time, check it out. Saying gamers have been massaging their prostates in anticipation for the inevitable 6 entries is an understatement. Well, we're now only a few months away from what is sure to be one of the biggest launches in entertainment history in November of 2026. Every publisher is so terrified of releasing the same month as GTA 6 that all their big AAA games are coming out in September this year instead of all competing in October and November. Some games are even getting postponed until next year to avoid getting GTA's nuts dragged across their forehead. With the game so close to finally launching, Rockstar and Take-Two have started to trickle out more information regarding the game's price and different editions, because of course it has multiple editions. Well, fuck my ass, it's launching at $80. I honestly thought it would be higher considering they could probably charge whatever they want and would barely impact sales. That's still 113 Canadian rupees though. Back to sucking dick behind the KFC, I guess. Just joking, I never stopped. Except the money I make from the Colonel's back alley won't be used to purchase GTA 6 for a number of reasons. Thanks to some of the details Rockstar have announced for the game's initial release, I now have even more reasons to pass on the game. Not that it really matters much. On June 24th, 2026, Rockstar published an article on their website detailing all the wondrous ways they can plug your urethra with hot wax. As is tradition, the game will release with a standard and ultimate edition, but the ultimate edition contains so much stuff that they might as well change the naming convention of this sales tactic entirely. The standard edition should be called Light, while the ultimate edition should be considered standard. Ride Out Customs transform vanilla vehicles into magnificent pieces of shit. Only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. Sarah's non-binary salon gets signature salon styles for both Jason and Lucia, including pubic hair for Jason. Only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. Stock 305 style various unique exclusive looks for Jason and Lucia. Only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. Electric Fang Tattoo, Stockyard's most iconic ink bar, where you can get a dick tattooed right on your forehead. Only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. One-Eyed Willie's, this mod shop specializes in hand-job automotive artistry. Only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. On top of all of these in-game stores being locked behind the extra expensive Ultimate Edition, there's a ton of other stuff like exclusive cars, weapons, safe houses, vehicle storage, and gun customization. So much content is exclusive to the Ultimate Edition, it makes the Standard Edition pointless. It's the same as a light version of any other software. You get most of the stuff, but for a little more, you get all the stuff. A standard and special edition of games is far from a new concept, but such a significant difference in content is unheard of. Usually, the Ultimate Edition of a game comes with a season pass, character or weapon skins, or horse armor, or something. GTA 6 is locking 4 entire stores behind this version. Character customization was a pretty big thing for some players in GTA 5. Locking so much of these features behind a paywall gives these players pretty much no choice but to pay extra if that's one of the things they really enjoy in these games. Don't put the soothing, cooling gel away just yet. Rockstar and 2K aren't done with the brutal ass pounding. As usual, you can get the game digitally and physically, except you can't. You can get the game digitally, or digitally with an empty game case. In-store copies of GTA 6 won't contain a copy of the game, no disc or any amount of game data. It will contain a code that, when redeemed, lets you download the game. So the physical copies of GTA 6 are exactly the same as digital, except you have to go somewhere and come back home before you start your download. Even without a disc, there's still extra overhead involved in getting a physical object on the store shelves. There's manufacturing the case and printing the label, getting all those cases onto trucks and shipped all over the world. You would think that eliminating that entire process and cost would result in a lower price for the digital version, but no. The digital version is the exact same price, despite the significantly lower cost to Rockstar. The fact that physical copies of the game don't contain a single byte of data that you actually own makes going out to buy the game a completely redundant ritual at this point. The problem with this pricing is, GTA 6 is going to be a monumental success, as in shut down entire workplaces, beat your grandma with a dildo bat levels of success. I have no doubt this is very easily going to be the biggest media launch in history. GTA 6 is mega mainstream popular, and people have been eagerly awaiting this game for years. Every digital storefront is going to go down under the fat load of everyone trying to download the game at the same time, except maybe Microsoft. All of the other big publishers that are on Take-Two's level are going to do whatever they can to replicate this success. That includes raising game prices to $80 and making ultimate or special editions of new games contain such egregious amounts of cut content that there's no reason for anyone to buy the base game. It's not going to stop there. GTA 6 is launching with just the single-player mode, but once the multiplayer takes off, they have the next 10 years of recurring spending with shark cards, maybe even a subscription service. Every few months, a new update will come out with tons of new vehicles, clothing, and digital property to buy with real money. This is going to be the live service wet dream game. AAA publishers are a terrifying mix of immensely greedy and immensely stupid. Once GTA completely takes over Earth for a while, that level of success will become the new baseline that every investor at all these companies are going to expect. They'll all point to GTA 6 and say, that's what we want. With big showcase game budgets in the $200 million plus budget range, publishers will point to GTA 6's success at the $80 price point and think that all of their games should also cost that much. If tens of millions of players are willing to drop that much money on a game one time, they're going to leverage that to slowly change players' expectations of what games cost. GTA 6 was $80. You're okay paying so much for that game. You should be okay paying that same amount for every game. You know every publisher out there has been itching to raise game prices for years now. I'm not talking about gradual price increases like $5 or $10. They want every release to be at least $80. And then we're all waiting for GTA 6 to poison the well. You may think that these publishers wouldn't possibly try this due to the backlash. This is where the stupidity comes in. Big gaming corporations never learn. Sony just announced that they're moving ahead with a large focus on live service games, despite every one they have ever released being a failure. Microsoft could raise the price of Gears of War EA to $80, people would be angry for 2 days, and the game will still sell as well as it had at $60. I think I know my audience pretty well. Any of my regular viewers have no problem just skipping pretty much any game, or waiting for a sale. But it's not customers like us that are the problem. It's the drooling masses that will eat this shit up. Rockstar could have shipped out a game case that, instead of a download code, contained a phone number. If you call the phone number, the person on the other end is a Take-Two shareholder slapping his dick against the microphone, right in your ear, and millions of people would still buy it. The great majority of the people that will buy GTA 6 haven't purchased any video game besides maybe FIFA or Call of Duty since GTA 5 launched in 2013. Rockstar and Take-Two can do whatever they want, and customers like these will buy anything. I really hope I'm wrong, but I honestly think GTA 6 is going to do some massive harm to the customer side of the gaming industry, at least in the mainstream AAA side of things. GTA 6 is going to be the start of yet another huge anti-consumer shift in an industry that already takes a massive dump all over its customers as it is. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.